So what are pivot tables? They are data summarizing tools. So what do you mean by data summarizing tools? A bigger data can be utilized using pivots, and you can do a lot of MIS kind of a thing on a big data. You can create a information analysis on data to on the data without using any formulas. Just simple drag and drop. You need all headings in data because that is what I said in the beginning. Data is clubbed through headings, and you can create MIS without using complex formulas. Let me show you how do we do something using formulas, then how do we use it with pivot tables, and then I'll help you using pivot tables to segregate Nifty 100 data. To give you a feel of how real-time data things work, I have downloaded the Nifty 100 data, and I'll segregate them into different industries. And then we'll put this entire thing into slicers. And then you will see how visually good the entire pivot table becomes. Now, let's go to the pivot table data. Sorry, got hanged. One second, guys. It actually got hanged. So when your system hangs, give it a little time to breathe. So let's say I want to write zone and I want to get the total account opened. So what I want is I need the zones from this data before putting the pivots. I'll show you how we can do this. So let me take this entire zone. I copied this from here and I'll put the paste the zones here. Now, once I have pasted the zones, this is step one. What I need is I need to remove the duplicates because there are a lot of duplicates running in here. So we'll go to data tab, Alt AM, and you can use Alt AM. Then this is remove duplicate, and you will continue with correct selection and remove duplicates. So remove duplicates are there in the data. Shortcut key is Alt AM, and this is the remove duplicates. So duplicates are removed, and we are left with 4 entries, which is not sorted properly also. And account open, we have to now use SUMIF. The range would be this, and the criteria would be not, and the account open this. And we'll have to drag them down to get this. So if you look at this entire file, you will see that neither this has worked properly. It is not sorted. Duplicates we have to manually remove, and we have to write a formula. In the pivots, this entire thing can be done with a click of a button. Very easily, the same thing can be worked upon. So let's see how do we get this done. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking this pivots to a new file. And I'll upload this file as pivots because that will create a lot of sheets in there. So I don't want you to get confused with those sheets. Let me put pivot here. So we'll call it pivots data or pivots data. I'll select this entire data and insert pivot table. Alt N V. If you remember the Alt key, insert is N, V is pivots. If you are using 2007, I think Alt N V T. So once you select this, it says select a table or range. You will select a range. This is my range. Now, if you're not happy with the range, what you can do is you can change this range also. You can select, delete this and click on the board and select the range again. You can use an external data source. If you are having something like an SQL or something, you can connect it from here and choose where you want the pivot report to be placed. On the place where pivot report or pivot table that you want the report you want to place, you can search. Let's say we'll go to a new book. The data is small, you can put it here also, but I'll go to a new workbook and we'll say, okay. When you click new book, you will have a pivot field area, this area. And when you are inside, you will have this pivot field tables box open. Come out of it, any cell, you will not get it. Come inside it, this will automatically open. And along with that, on the top of your table, you will find 2 tabs, Analyze and Design. 2 tabs which open at the top, Analyze, Design, which will help us in doing a lot of things, which we'll go and understand. First, we need to understand this particular box on the right hand side. You will see all the headings that I had have come here. You can see all the headings. Now, if you are trying to put something into pivots without writing the heading name, it will give you an error. So headings are important. That is what I said in the beginning of the tables and pivots, that everything is clubbed based on the headings. Now you see 4 things in here: filters, columns, rows, values. When you look at filters, this is exactly like a filter. When we say filter, it is basically used to filter the data down. So if you put employee ID into this filter, employee ID is unique. So even if you put in filter, it is not going to help you in any way. When you put zone into the filter, what will happen? The zones that we have seen, Excel will try and combine the data based on it. So when you click on this all see, the duplicates have been removed and the unique values are already here. Now we want to create a summary sheet out of it. So in the first sheet, I'll not put zone here. I can just drag the zone in the rows. The difference between rows and columns is how this data is presented here. When you put in rows, the data will come like this. When you put in the zones, the data will go into columns. So you can put in rows, or you can move into columns. But currently data are all mentioned like this. So if you can see here, what we have done, we have just dragged and dropped, and this has helped me out in removing the duplicates. The data is sorted properly and it is properly placed. So I have done nothing, no data removal, no copy paste, nothing. So only by dragging and dropping, the pivots have worked this out. Now, the next part you see here is that summation part. In this summation part, whatever we are dragging and dropping, there could be 2 kinds of data. The first kind is a number data that has only numbers. By default, it is added. And if the number is alphanumeric, I've used this word alphanumeric a lot of times. Let's understand what alphanumeric is. Anything which is not a number. ABCD, 1 at the rate, 1 comma. So these are all alphanumerics. All special characters comes under alphanumeric. Now, when you are putting alphanumeric, by default, they are counted. So let me show you this entire thing. Let's take the employee's name. I'll take this employee's name in this column. What is it doing? It is giving you count of employee name, because employee name cannot be added. So it says there are 386 numbers that he can see. You want to remove it from here, just uncheck this box. It is done. Now what I want to find account open. This is numerical value. See, you can get the same numbers running in here. The same thing that we have got with our sum ifs and other things. You put them together, 1750. Here also you're getting 1750. But here you have written a lot of formulas and things in here. In this, it is only drag and drop. I just drag this from here and drop it on this calculation side. So this can become my initial summary sheet. We'll call it as. Now you can change this name here. If you do not want sum of accounts open, just double click on it, or you can go to field settings. Here you can have the custom name. What is a custom name you can have? You cannot put the name as account open. Why? Because there is already a heading which is there with account opened here. So if you try and use the same name which is already a heading, it will say pivot table field name already exists. So you can say account open. Now you can change the calculation way, which means you can summarize the value field by sum, count, average, max, min. You want to find the maximum account open for each one of them, just say okay. So the maximum for each one of them is 9. Again double click, the minimum is 0. You can do an average. You can find the average for each one of them. So when you are doing average, you can do one more thing. You can have the number format, and you can have number, and you can decide how many decimal points you want in the answer. So when you say okay, the entire thing will come in proper shape. So basic calculation, you can just do it without writing even a single formula.